Steve Jewin, MMA Mania.
Go ahead, Steve. You're on.
All right, Liam McGeary, it's Steve Jewin from MMA Mania. It's good to talk to you again. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Steve. How are you doing? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Got this fight with Vadim Nemkov, and it's been rumored for a little while, but it wasn't official until a Bellator press release within the last week. How long have you known about the fight?
I knew just after Christmas.
They came to you with the fight and said, we got this big Russian, and he likes to stand and bang. Would you like the fight?
Yeah, well, I was out for a while, so I kind of was bugging them about getting me a fight, and I was like, this is the one we can offer you, and I was like, Sam, I'll have it. So that's how that one went down.
All right. Well, what do you think about him as an overall opponent? Because we saw him make a very impressive Bellator debut last year. It only took him 3 minutes to finish Philippe Lin's.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's a tough opponent, you know. So, look, I fucked up against Lin, and I messed up against the other one and lost my belt. So now I've got to make payback. You know, this guy's making statements like that, then I've got to match it, you know.
It's the kind of fight where you can go out there and make a big statement. And I know you want to get back in that win column, too, because you got to be a little frustrated right now with some of the opponents you've had wrestling you, like Phil and Linton. Have you changed anything since that last camp for Bellator 179? Have you worked even more on the defense, or what have you done since that time?
Which one was 179?
May of last year, that was Linton.
Oh, that was the Linton fight.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, wrestles. I learned how to stop. I learned how to take down and stop a takedown.
Well, I'm sure everybody's looking forward to seeing that, although we may not see it with Nemkov. Like I said, it seems like he's a stand and bang fighter, so if he went for a takedown, it'd be a little bit of a surprise.
This is MMA, mate. You know, you never know what's going to happen until it happens.
Speaking of which, with this heavyweight tournament, we didn't know it was going to happen until it happened. And the first guy I thought of, out of all the light heavyweights who I thought would be in it, would be you, because you're a big, tall, muscular fighter. Did they even offer you a chance to be in the tournament?
No, they didn't tell me about it.
Oh.
But mind you, I was injured there in the mind, you know, so it's not as though I was bouncing around and on the MMA scene, to be fair.
Do you see now with guys like King Mo and Ryan Bader in it, do you see that and think, man, I should have been in there as well?
No, because the way I see it, Ryan Bader's the champion, you know. I was supposed to fight King Mo and then fucking, well, he's now in the tournament, so I don't know what happened there. But it's neither here nor there. My path is where my path is going, their path is theirs. The light heavyweight champion is held up for what, a year? If he goes through in this tournament, sound fair play to him. That gives me a year to catch up and beat the bejesus out of everyone that I need to beat the bejesus out of. You get me?
Totally. In fact, I feel like with that situation that you just outlined, if you're beating up everybody for a year and the title is held up for that time, maybe they should give you an interim title.
Well, listen, the way I see it, there's two people in front of me that I need to go beat, so I'll go beat them. You know, Mo wants to go do the heavyweight tournament with the big boys, so let him go, he can go do it, you know. But as far as I'm concerned, there's Mo, there's Linton, and there's Phil Davis still in front of me. So that's who I got my eyes on. Okay. And then once I've done then I can go do the other one.
So what's the path then? Would it be Nemkov to Davis to Bader? Would that be the order?
The way I see it, I told the other guy the same. The way I see it, man, I've got Nemkov in front of me. Okay, one fight at a time. One knockout at a time, one submission at a time. I'm not thinking of past it. I'm not thinking ahead of it. I'm just thinking of whatever date it is on February next week.
That's right. February 16th at Mohegan Sun Arena. So I like the fact that
there you go, that's the one.
Yeah, you're staying single-minded and focused. I appreciate that. So since you're focused right now, let me find out what you've seen of Nemkov other than his debut. Have you studied any tape on him?
Yeah, I studied a bit.
Picked up anything? Any tells?
That's what I needed to see. But he's a tough Russian. All these Russians are tough. They must put something in the water for him, you know. But the thing is, so are us British, you know. We're tough, durable. So we're in for a good fight.
How's the training camp been? Have you had any nagging injuries, or has everything been coming together really well?
Yeah, everything coming really well. It was a bit of a, like, I couldn't start off because obviously I couldn't hit with anything with my right hand. So I had to be patient. You just have to trust the process with these things, you know. If you start getting flapping and start panicking and shit, then things go wrong, you know. Just trust the process. I know my body. I've been doing this now for a little while, so I understand what's going on, and I just have to be patient. My hand was always going to get better, well, my thumb was always going to get better, and I just had to wait. It's now. It's back on form, so trust me. I'm hitting them right hands like it's gone out of fashion.
Well, that's great. We want to see you throwing that right hand and landing it in a spectacular fashion, because I miss seeing the Liam McGeary that got knockouts on people over and over. It's time to bring that back.
I miss seeing him as well, mate. Trust me. All they've done is given me bloody wrestlers that just lay on me, and as soon as I hit them, they're down we go.
At least with Nemkov, that's definitely not the case. Well, like you said, though, it's MMA. Anything's possible. But, man, when I look at Nemkov's fights, that's all I see.
I've seen him. They ain't as good as what the other ones are like, so.
If he ain't got nothing on Linton and he ain't got nothing on Phil, then that's a style fight that is tailor-made for Liam McGeary.
Definitely.
What else is going on personally with you besides getting ready for this big fight?
Mate, loads. I'm about to be a dad. I'm going to go start doing the next venture in what we do in this evolution of the world. So, yeah, I've got lots of exciting things coming up.
Well, congratulations on impending fatherhood here. What's the due date?
May, but I reckon it'll be a bit before then. If there's anything like me, he's very impatient, so it'll be pretty quick.
Have you already picked out a name?
I'll introduce him when he comes out.
All right, that sounds like a good plan, but it's not taking any focus away. I know that's a pretty big thing coming up for you, right? But at the same time, you're staying fully committed to Bellator and this big fight.
Oh, 100%, 100%. You know, this is my career. You know, it's I need to do what I got to do. So I've been doing what I've been doing. You know, it's I don't let anything take my mind off of off the job in hand.
Now, you said these Russians are hard-hitting, and have you done matching up guys who fight that style? Like,
what about who do I train with?
Yeah, did you bring in anybody different who has that similar Russian style?
Mate, you've seen where I train. You've seen who I train with. You know, we've got the best of everyone in that road. I train with Jason Strout, man. He's the man when it comes to this kind of thing. I got some great training partners. Egyptian boxers, champion boxers. We're good.
Speaking of boxers, there are a couple that are fighting on this card with you. Heather Hardy and Anna Juleton. What do you think about all these boxers that have made their way into MMA lately?
Good for them. You know, but I don't know why they went from boxing to MMA. You know, so they could have just stuck in MMA. There's more money in boxing. Maybe
they're seeing the writing on the wall. Like, maybe they're just thinking there's more money in boxing now, but 5 years from now, more money in MMA, so get in now while you can.
Yeah, let's hope that goes that way then, sure.
And we want it to go that way for you as well, because Bellator, by most accounts, either number 1 or number 2 in the world, so you got to be getting better paydays here than you would anywhere else.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, sponsors. Let's go ahead and name some of those sponsors so you can continue cashing those checks.
Gamma Labs. Absolute diamonds. You need to go try their stuff. They got some really, really good products out. Future Legends, they got some real nice t-shirts. The new summer collection's coming out. They got some dope stuff. I've got hold on.
Sure.
Cryo Life. You need to recovery. Works every time. I've got. I can't remember actually now off the top of my head. You caught me on that one. I usually look at a list. I get too many knocks in the head, and memory's not what it used to be.
That's all right, though.
Those are the most important ones.
Sure, and whatever other ones there are, they'll be on your fight banner here at Bellator 194.
Yes, and you'll be able to see them.
All right. Well, let me get your closing thoughts on Vadim Nemkov. Any words that you want to say, either of encouragement or warning to your opponent coming up here in Uncasville?
Warning. That's it.
Big warning flashing sign, because Liam McGeary's coming and he's a force to be reckoned with. So let's see that fight on February 16th. Can't wait. I'm so glad that's happening. It's been too long since we've seen you in the cage. So, Liam, have a great fight with Vadim Nemkov. Man. Hopefully pick up the W.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate the time. And Dan, thank you as well.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
You bet.